Hi, I'm Alicia and welcome to my channel Papercraft Secrets. Today I'm creating with Uniquely Creative's Something Blue collection to create this double layout. This is a beautiful collection with lots of different shades of blues, lots of flowers, butterflies, and a lot of patterned papers. Let's have a look at how I created this layout. I started with the base page of the layout. I chose this paper for the base page and I used two of these exactly the same. I also used this page here for some vertical strips that are going to go on each page. So we've got two 1.5 inch by 12 inch strips, and then we have two 3 inch by 12 inch strips. We're going to have the 3 inch ones are going to be showing this tile pattern, and the 1.5 inch strips will be showing the stripe pattern. I'm going to glue those down onto the first page of the double layout just with some liquid glue, and these strips will go in the center of the page. Secure those down. And this page will have the 4x6 landscape photo on it. Let's prepare the second page now for the double layout. So using the same paper, we're going to have our tile strip and our striped strip. We're not going to put it in the center of the layout though, we're going to have this more on the right hand side of the layout. Just gluing that down. Beautiful. So now we have our base page ready now. We're going to think about the photos that we're going to be using. So those strips were two 1.5 inch strips and two 3 inch strips. For the photographs, I decided to use a black cardstock. I had an A4 piece in my stash, so I ended up cutting that at 5.5 inches, and that created enough room for the 4 3x4 photographs and also enough room for the 6x4 photograph to have a large black border around. So I just cut that A4 card at 5.5 inches I decided I wanted to add in some of this pretty aqua patterned paper just behind my photograph to help the image pop a little bit more. And so I ended up cutting a 3 by 7 inch rectangle for that. So that was 3 by 7 inches. I'm going to be using the word happy and the word life as my title on the first page. And I'm just having a think about this aqua paper, where else I might need to use it in the layout. I decide to colour the word life. So I pick a sort of dark blue marker and colour that whole word, but then I end up going back over it again with an even darker marker to just create a little bit more shadow. And then I decide that I'll colour this happy word in as well to make it stand out a little bit more against the patterned paper. Then I decide to glue some white cardstock onto the back of it and trim that out so that it's got something to stand out. And I added a little bit of misting spray as well to the word happy, and also a little bit of misting spray to the word life so that it has that mixed media feel. I found a silver glitter glue that I received in one of the Uniquely Creative kits, and I added some silver glitter glue to the word. However, I didn't wait until the misting spray had dried, and so the color of the misting spray and the glitter kind of merged together and it changed the color of it a little bit. So if I was going to do that again, I would definitely make sure that that misting spray was completely dry before adding in the glitter. I decided to add a little bit more of this misting spray into the background of the layout so that the layout takes on a little bit of a mixed media feel. I also decided to use some recycled cardboard as layers with my photographs. Now, if you would prefer your layout to be very flat so that it fits nicely into an album, I wouldn't recommend using the recycled cardboard because it does create a lot of bulkiness. But I did want to experiment with layers today, so that was why I chose to use the cardboard. So you can see I'm putting cardboard on all of those layers. I decided to add some more of the aqua patterned paper into the layout, and And so I cut a 3 by 9 inch strip that's going in behind the photograph on one side, and on the other side I cut a 4 by 9 inch strip. I'm just going to add some cardboard to the backs of all of these photos. And now I'm just gluing that little bit down there. And I like the way that just picks up the aqua pattern behind the photograph as well. And that aqua pattern will be the background for the die cut, and this is a brand new uniquely creative die, and the word is delight. It comes in 2 sizes. This is the larger size, and then there's a smaller size, perfect for card making. I cut mine using some silver glitter cardstock. I'm happy with my setup for my photos, so I'm going to paste everything down now, get everything ready. I'm actually using some of the brand new uniquely creative foam squares. These are the perfect size for adding to the back of the title or to the back of a fussy cut image. And I'll use them all the way through the layout. I'm just popping the happy word down there, and with the life word I'm just going to glue that directly onto the page. And now I'm just going to glue all of those photo layers down so that they're ready to go. Gluing down this one as well. So these photos were taken on the weekend when we went to a park down at Palm Beach, and we call it the Pirate Park because it has pirate themed play equipment, and it also has a cafe, and it also has a beautiful beach with no waves. So it's a really great place to spend a nice sunny day, and we were there with our friends, so I thought it might be nice to create this layout to tell that story. And now that I've got all of the photos secured down, I'm up to the last part of the layout, which is just adding in the fussy cut elements and the creative cut elements. And this is, for me, is probably the most enjoyable part of creating the layout. I like to create clusters So what I'm doing here is I'm just using the Uniquely Creative foam squares, and I'm just experimenting with the different layers around the photo. I like to pre-cut everything that I'm going to need before I start, so that everything's ready to go, and then I can just add it in. And for this page, I'm going to be working on the two corners, the top left hand corner and the bottom right hand corner. And I'm going to add in all the different elements, trying to keep variety, a mixture of blue flowers, a mixture of white flowers, a mixture of leaves, a mixture of butterflies, so that it creates an interesting cluster. And the elements in this collection are perfect because there's a couple of different types of leaves that you can cut out, and there's quite a few different types of flowers that you can cut out. So it really does lend itself to this type of scrapbooking. There's some beautiful swirls there, and if you don't like fussy cutting, you can just use the Uniquely Creative cuts, and they are all pre-cut for you. So if you don't enjoy fussy cutting, or your hands don't allow you to do it, you can just purchase those creative cuts and you can still create layouts like this with lots of different elements. Just putting on the finishing touches now, the little flowers going all the way down to the bottom of the page. And onto the second page now. I wanted to create a little cluster in the middle of the 4 photographs. And I'm using the Uniquely Creative foam squares for that. And then I'm working with the corners again to keep the same look across the 2 pages, but this time I'm working with the top right hand corner and the bottom left hand corner. I'm not using as many elements on this page because of the 4 photos, so there's a little bit more going on this page. And I nearly used up all of my fussy cutting, so I'll need to start cutting again before I create my next project. My final touch was adding some of that silver glitter glue to the centers of flowers and the wings of the butterflies to just add a bit of silver sparkle through the whole page. And that's the finished layout. I'd be interested to know what you think of this layout and what you think of Uniquely Creative's Something Blue collection. Please leave me a comment and let me know. I would love it if you could subscribe to my YouTube channel. I wanted to say thank you very much for watching, and I hope you have a lovely crafty day.